Hi. Let's learn about joint ventures, JV. What is it and why do companies form one? A joint venture is a business arrangement in which two or more parties agree to pool their resources for a specific task. This task can be a new project or any other business activity. Each participant in a JV is responsible for profits, losses, and costs, but the venture is its own entity, separate from the participants' other business interests. A JV can be formed using any legal structure, such as corporations, partnerships, limited liability companies, and other business entities. They are typically formed for production or research purposes, but can also be for a continuing purpose. JVs can combine large and small companies to take on one or several projects and deals. Regardless of the JV structure, the most important document will be the agreement that sets out all of the rights and obligations of each party to the venture. It is important to draft it with care to avoid risking litigation down the road. A JV gives each party the opportunity to exploit a new business opportunity without bearing all of the cost and risk. However, it requires relinquishing a degree of control and has potential cultural and management style differences that can affect success. When forming a JV, the two parties can set up a new entity to determine how taxes are paid. The JV agreement will spell out how profits or losses are taxed and divided between the parties. A JV is different from a partnership, as it joins two or more different entities into a new one. A consortium is a more informal agreement than a JV and does not create a whole new entity. Once the JV has reached its goal, it can be liquidated or sold. For example, Microsoft Corporation sold its stake in a JV it had created with General Electric Company. Sony Ericsson is another famous example of a JV between two large companies. Firms may enter into a JV for purposes of expansion, development of new products, or entering new markets, particularly overseas. JVs afford each party access to the resources of the other participant without having to spend excessive amounts of capital. They also provide the benefit of shared risk. JV contracts commonly limit the outside activities of participant companies, and a JV may require exclusivity agreements or restrictions. A JV ends when the project is complete, and an exit strategy is important to provide a clear path on how to dissolve the joint business, avoiding costly legal battles and controlling for any possible financial loss. A joint venture between companies can open the way for expansion into a new line of business at a modest cost, but it is important for the companies involved to have a shared vision and equal commitment to the success of the joint venture. Here are 3 key takeaways. 1. In a joint venture, JV, two or more businesses decide to combine their resources in order to fulfill an enumerated goal. 2. They are a partnership in the colloquial sense of the word but can take on any legal structure. 3. A common use of JVs is to partner up with a local business to enter a foreign market. Hope this would help. Thanks for watching.